Welcome back, my dear friends, to the universe, to another episode of How to Survive, the series where we pick a random survival game and just try to survive from the basics until the end game to try to see what this game is actually about. And this time around we're playing Hurtworld. And there was a server wipe, so I had to move my base before it was over there somewhere. And yeah, I'm about at the same place I was when I ended the last episode. And if you haven't seen that one, and if you don't know the basics of this game, I recommend to check the first episode out before you watch this one. If you don't want to do so, then we can just continue with this. And I have come as far as I possibly can in the starter area, so I need to move further away. I've stored all my resources and so on in there, and I'm just using my tools that I can have here. And we're gonna try to venture into a bit more of a dangerous area. And we're gonna see what kind of animals we face and kind of materials we find. And probably gonna make another base in a bit more of a dangerous area. We just have to see. I'm not entirely sure what's this way. If I ran the other direction, I know that I'm going to get to a very cold area. And it might be the possibility that it's gonna be cold this way too. Or it's gonna be very hot, so we just have to see. I'm not entirely sure. I have a little guess just because it seems like it's hotter here. I don't get cold at all at night, which I get when I go that way or that way. Oh, there's a dude. I'm gonna take the long way around. I don't want to have to kill that guy, but people in this game are not friendly. I accidentally said that people are friendly in the beginning of these games when they were released. But that's not the case. Especially not in this game. People are fucking douchebags. But if you're just good enough, it's pretty easy to actually get people and kill people. So hopefully I can demonstrate that further along the line. But yeah. Okay, so I found something. I have no clue what it is, but it doesn't look like a player made it. So it looks like a hangar. I wonder if we can go down in this thing. Ooh, and it's radiated. That explains things. Alright, then we know. If we want to be able to get inside of that thing, we need a radiation suit, which I don't currently have. There's actually guys out here. That's pretty cool. Oh shit, I can't be too close to it. Alright, we're not gonna go here just yet, but sooner or later, hopefully we can get there. And this is pretty close to our base as well, which is pretty nice. This is pretty nice. All I really want to find now is some rare resources, which I might just have stumbled upon. Give myself a ore. There we go. I need the animal fat to do some more cool stuff as well. Let's see here. Here we have something. I wonder if this is just a normal stone or we actually can mine this. It looks mineable. It looks like something we need. I haven't seen this material before. Yeah. Titanium ore. Alright, there's looks like we have some more over there. I think we need these in order to do some cooler gear. So, I decided to build myself a new little settlement instead of the one that I had over there in the spawn area, just because I want to be closer to the cold area. One thing that I've noticed is that you can see where the cold area starts, because there's pine trees instead of normal trees. And over there I have the warm area, where I accidentally died of hypothermia. Because when it got night, it got cold really quickly and I died almost instantly. But I wanted to show a little tip that I think is useful. Some people like to make bases huge like that one over there. My neighbor. Which I'm a little bit scared of, to be honest. But my base is up in this place. And it's pretty well hidden. I mean, you can see it from that angle. If you look. But I don't think it's that visible from far away. And it's pretty tricky to get up there if you don't know how. I had one guy that accidentally stumbled up upon this that actually figured out the trick instantly for some reason. But you have to go here and then you have to jump. And then you can go up here. And then we have my little new base here. And it's basically the same thing as the last one. I just have some storage. A fire pit, that one, and that one. And I'm gonna try to get some better metals. And I also want to show you a trick that if you have a spear, I have a sharp spear, which is the second tier spear. But suddenly when you have this bad boy, boars are probably the easiest one to hunt if you actually need food. So if I can get him to move a little bit. I'm gonna... Whoops. That was not intentional. And I'm running upwards. Alright. I'm gonna run away a little bit from him. Change to this. And then I'm gonna just throw it in his face and he dies. And I can pick it up again. And then that way you don't actually have to waste arrows by killing boars. And boars drop a lot of good shit. Usually drop one steak, some leather, and some animal fat. Which you all need in later stages. So... it's really nice. I think we can do this one without that. Yep. So that's actually pretty fun to go hunting this way. See if we can... Ah! That should have been in his face. Just be careful because these guys do damage, even if it's not that much. But if they get too up close and personal, they can be a bit annoying. But per usual, I left my stuff up in my little base there, and I'm gonna try to go and find some better materials. I have outfitted myself to be able to handle cold a little bit better. Which I think I will need to if I want to go in here. That's my other neighbor. These guys are freaking ambitious. I wonder if they actually farmed that up. They might be a couple of people, but... or if they cheated. I have seen remarks of people cheating. Because there was recently a wipe on this server, so I'm not entirely sure how they got that up and going so quickly. It's really weird. Alright, so we're getting close to the so-called Winter Dome. Which is hopefully where I can find some better materials so we can get this show to the next level. I'm not entirely sure that I can be here with the clothes I have. But then again, I'm not really sure how I would get better materials otherwise. So, there goes nothing. What the hell is this? Looks like something crashed there. Maybe an old building. I'm soaked as well, and I don't really like that going into a winter place. But I do have myself a campfire, and I can make more if I need to. I think that'll help a little bit. Yeah, it's way cold. But hopefully we can be here for a little bit, and then we can make a campfire if it gets too cold. Just to get some materials. Also, I met one Sasquatch. Yeah, it's getting really cold. I do have some coal though, so I can make a really hot fire if I need to. Which I probably will. Hypothermia is a bitch in this one. If you get past the stage where you start taking damage, it's almost a point of no return, because That just takes way too long for you to get rid of. A bit too long, if you ask me. I guess it's... Yeah, it's getting really cold. I have to set up the campfire pretty soon. Might have to do something with that I'm wet at the moment. I don't see any materials. Nobody lives here as well. I really want to live out here when I get the right clothing for it. Alright, we have 70 seconds. And this one's trying to at least find some materials. I may have to put out the... I'm getting less wet and that seems to help. Freezing a little bit. Still annoys me just a tad. Okay, we have someone here. Might want to take that guy out. 2 guys. I'm not entirely sure they're friendly. That wasn't supposed to happen. Anyway, I'm running away. Because I think they need to stay with the fire. Yeah, they're trying to shoot me now. Ah! Not gonna happen, dudes. That was unnecessary for me. Oh, he actually hit me. Surprising. It's unnecessary for me to take this fight. It wasn't necessary for me to shoot. That was just an accident. I'll let it happen sometimes. It's not really that I'm gonna lose anything if I die because of these guys. I'm thinking I should do a sneaker one. Woo, that's close. I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna be a bitch. And I'm gonna disconnect for now. Because if I tried to take that fight, I was going to... I could probably win. But then again, I was gonna lose the hypothermia, so... Either way, I was pretty screwed there. It was an accident that I actually shot that shot. Anyhow, hopefully we can get some more interesting action pretty soon. Alright. Alright, so next time I'm not gonna be such a pussy. I promise you I'm gonna take the fight to them. But first time I'm here in this, the Winter Dome, I don't really think that it was the greatest idea to just try to attack those guys. Alright, it's another sunny day here in Hurtworld. Just another negative 1 million degrees. Probably shouldn't waste my time getting this. I don't think I need it either. Alright, we've seen that before, Not entirely sure this is something that we've seen before. I think this might be... yep, it's a new material. Yay. Being poisoned? What? Oh, I can't shop that one. And it's poisoned me. Toxic level Britney. That's actually quite hilarious. But I don't like that I... Okay, so I couldn't shop that one. How the fuck am I supposed to get those? Okay, the greens ones are something we need to stay away from. If we stay alive, that is. And I noticed that I didn't actually do any... like damage or whatever you want to say to that mine deposit. I think actually I need to get some... a better pickaxe. I can mine the red ores, which I can use for that. And maybe some dynamite. It's go time. He got me! Like, 0 hits. With the fucking axe. It's up there. Alright. Let's get him. Oh. Alright, one down. Other one's gonna do it with an arrow. Are those guys friends? Really? Alright, let's do it. I'm gonna get this son of a gun. They've been battling it out here for like forever. Okay, those guys can try to handle each other. I don't think they're friends. Are they trying to kill me? Or each other? Yeah, I think they're trying to kill each other. Ah, one more hit. Come on, man. You're going down, son. He's got a good pickaxe, though. Don't think that does too much damage to players, if I'm being honest. I don't have to reach. I don't have to reach. Now they're chasing me. This is too random. Ah! Really? Everybody's going for me? Why? Maybe they think I'm the only one that has loot. I'm gonna take you down with me. No. No! Fucking lag, man. No! Did I lose anything? I'm not entirely sure that I lost anything. Which is nice. Let's see. Did I lose anything? Nope. Alright, let's go for it. No! I spawned in my other base. Why? Alright. So, a couple of things have happened since the last little cut, I guess. I managed to get all the necessary tools that I need to be able to get better materials. So, actually getting better stuff should be pretty easy now. But there has been a weird case of... I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but I've never really experienced this before playing it on a British server. That almost 50% or above of the people playing on the server right now are Chinese or some sort of Asian descent. Which means, I don't have anything against that, but usually when I play survival games, you want to be able to try to communicate with people to see if they're friendly or not, or yeah, whatever, so you know if you're gonna shoot them or not. But when you can't communicate with people, that becomes an issue. And I don't really know. I'm just gonna be a little bit more hostile than I usually am. Just because there is that issue of not being able to communicate. That might sound weird. It's just like, hey, they're Chinese, so I need to be more hostile. But it's more of a case that I want to be able to survive. And I will take my survival over anybody else's anytime, really. But if I can't communicate with them, I don't know what their intentions are, really. And there's no way for me to try to read the person. But anyhow, enough about that. I got the necessary tools, as I said. I also made fire pits this time around instead of the normal campfires to take with me. So I can make points on my journey which I can travel back to in order to reuse the fire pits. Which I think would be really useful. Because most of the times when I travel to the Winter Dome, I die because I don't have enough materials to make campfires. But if I can make stationary points which I can travel back to and use on my resource gathering trips, then that should make it a little bit more easy. I also have a lot of coal with me. Coal is one of the easier materials to find in the game, but it's also one of the most useful, since you need that to smelt and stay warm and Yeah, so let's see what we got here. Hey, some wood. Alright, so another tip I can give you guys, if you don't want to be able to use coal, or if you don't have any coal, and like now, for example, the only thing that fire, the normal fire, that with only 200 temperature, with 200 degrees, it only slows down the coal for me. It won't really make me warm, but if I do this, it's going to hurt me, and I'm gonna start burning. But it's gonna get the cold down as well. I'm not gonna lose that much health, but I'm gonna lose the actual cold rating. So, if you only have a normal fire and you're in the middle of the winter dome in the middle of the night, then this is a trick that you could use. And since you regen health in this game, it's not much to lose. So, yeah. You're welcome. Aha. Do you guys see what I see? It's a Sasquatch. No, it's a yeti. And I actually need that pelt. And I do have my hunting bow with me, so I might be able to take it down. So this might be my first time ever to try to take a yeti down. Let's see how it goes. Shit. It's fucking fast as well. Maybe dynamite would have been better. Oh, got him! I got him! In the eye! I am a master at hunting. I am a master of everything. Oh, I got 8 Arctic pelts out of that. That's awesome. That's just what I need to make the warmest jacket. So if I kill like one more yeti, which actually went better than I thought it would, then we should be pretty well off. If I can get the best jacket in the game, I can basically move out here. And then we can start making some really interesting things. Let's see here. Can we mine these with this pickaxe, or do we need to use the dynamite that I have with me? That's my question. I can't mine these. Alright, dynamite it is. There we go. First try ever at throwing dynamite. Press and hold right mouse button to throw. Let's see. Alright, it blew up. Stone. Ultranium ore. Pick up coal. Iron. Mundanium. It has all kinds of ores in this one. That's really interesting. So now we got Mundanium, Titanium, and Ultranium. Boom! This is oddly satisfying. So maybe I should have made more dynamite. Now I know the uses of dynamite and how good it actually is. Those mineral deposits are awesome. Here goes nothing. Tally-hoo! Manliest scream ever. Oh, that sound that just makes you want to. Sound is so bad. Come on, break apart, there we go. Alright, we got the Ultranium ore. And we're not gonna even get that much damaged, so... That's what, just as I said, you can do those, you are going to get damaged, but it's not gonna be that bad, so... It's totally worth it. Throw some dynamite at the big kind rock. There we go. Alright, so we're doing a quick stop back after that first little run. And I have something interesting here, but I'm not really sure where to put it. Let's see how big it is. It's pretty huge. I might have to put it somewhere else and build a wall around it. Let's see here. And it needs to be built on the ground here. Okay. I see how this works. So we sort of need to build something around this one. This could be a pretty cool spot. But I would guess somewhere here would be better. Maybe I should start with working doing the enclosure for this little bad boy up here. I'm pretty sure we can do that pretty instantly. Yeah, we need the concrete for that, which we already have. Let's see here. I could potentially put it there. I need to make a lot of wood walls to make it higher, but it could potentially work kind of well, I guess, if I can put it there. If I just remove these ones. Yeah, I can. Let's see if we put the concrete down first, so we don't do anything stupid. That should be the right spot. And then we can put that one. I'm going to put it as close to the wall as possible because I want to be able to get out as well as plant on the untouched area. Where should I put you? I had a green spot there for a second. There we go. Invalid placement. There we go. Ah, look at that beauty. Come on, look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. Can't make a door just yet, can I? No, I need some more wood. I need some more wood. Let's see if we can get this baby on. I need to fix up my base a little bit, but I don't think anyone can get to it just yet, so shouldn't be too worrisome. I'm gonna put some coal in there. And now it's working. It's magic. I should probably close this place up. I need a mine. Alright, I need to get this door fixed in order to secure it a little bit. And then we should be pretty good to go. Alright, I wonder what kind of resources that will give me. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, guys. So, one of the moments we've been waiting for, some better gear. I actually have almost a full chem suit. I don't have the boots, but I have the gloves, the mask, the jacket, and the pants. So I should be able to get aboard that thing. Only the jacket and the pants should give me 100% protection against radiation. So I'm just gonna take that wood on the way. So let's go over to the hangar and see if there's actually something there. I'm not entirely sure there is, but there's also another radiated area that I want to try to check out later. Alright, here goes nothing. Want to be able to find something up here. Yeah, there is. Alright. We found something. We found coal. And how the fuck are we supposed to get up there? I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna check over there first. That's an aerated bore. How are we supposed to get to the higher levels? Or the lower levels? Maybe they haven't finished designing this one. I wouldn't be totally surprised, I guess. It's kind of disappointing. I mean, if you really need to work hard to get this gear, and this is all you get. Maybe they haven't just finished designing this one. Might be it. It would be cool if there was another entrance. I would like to get into this bad boy. I'm surprised if they haven't actually chosen to go with that path. Here we have something that looks interesting, to say the least. That's a big hole. I guess that's Supposed to be where the engine was at. Or one of the propellers. What is this supposed to be? It's just a big hole. I don't think there's actually anything in here. Oh, it's just one way to find out. No? Actually nothing in here. The fuck? How do I get higher? Let's see if we can see something more if we make a bit of a distance. No, I guess this is just supposed to be the hole where the hangar sank. Which doesn't help us too much. Yeah, there is actually one irradiated area that I want to check out later. That's about that direction, I think. Maybe that direction. I want to check that one out later as well, but... yeah. I think we're first off gonna go back and get ourselves some guns. Say hello to our neighbors. Alright. I was thinking about going for a assault rifle first, but... I don't really see any use of it. I always liked skill cannons better. And this one does higher bullet damage. So, I guess it just fires slower, but then again, if you have better aim, it should never be a problem. And I always have the best aim. Probably not, but I'd like to think I have. Alright. Let's make ourselves a rifle and go kill some strangers. Some people that we don't really know at all. Because it's fun to kill people you don't really know. I'm not really sure what I'm talking about. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's gonna try to go for me. I got 2 hits on him. He didn't die. That's unfortunate. Ah! The Bohr magnet! The Bohr magnet! Ah! So I need a headshot. 2 shots. I'm not entirely sure that my first shot hit him. I didn't see any blood. So... might have not. Fucking boars, man. I need to shoot in an area where there's not boars. Oh, that was brilliant. Oh, that was brilliant. Alright, I'm gonna go in Rambo style. I have nothing really to lose, I guess. Other than some freaking coolant. So I'm gonna try to get it real up and close to these guys. They killed me before. There they are. He's gonna go for the yeti, isn't he? No, he's gonna go for his loot. If that's the case, then I have a beautiful shot at him. Yeah. Shit! I'm not entirely sure how it didn't get that guy. That was really weird. That was a hit. That was a fucking hit, and now I have nothing more to actually hit him with. I'm going for it. I have nothing else to lose. He's using up all his bullets. Man. Oh well, I know that the rifle isn't that good. I should probably try to go for a assault rifle instead. I don't know, that was a bad calculation. I got like 2 or 3 hits in that guy and I thought that would be enough. Also, I thought I would get a headshot the first time. But yeah, it was fun getting smashed by a freaking yeti. And I didn't get infamous, so... yeah. Anyhow, in the next one we're probably gonna try to get even better weapons and we're gonna go to one of the irradiated areas. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that was kind of interesting at least. I did come a lot further than I was before. So, got a lot of shit done. And just remember, the Wriggles are OP. And until next time. Bye.
My dear friends of the universe, thank you for watching. Don't forget to press the annotation in the left corner if you want more. Leave a like and a share to not be a square. And until next time, bye.